they are electrons, they are accepting this electron, and since they are accepting oxygen and water, they would make oxide known to be Fe2O3. This ferric oxide is becoming like a rust on the metallic surface. Okay, so at cathode, there is reduction taking place, which has been going through oxygen plus 4H positive, which is it abstracting from the water, it's accepting the electron, and it would convert into water. So the overall reaction would become 2 iron plus oxygen plus 4 positive would come to plus 2 water. Okay. Now the point here is we have just got the ferrous oxide. That means iron 2 positive has been formed over here with the exchange of oxygen in the form of FeO. But this is not rust. In the atmosphere, as we keep our metal for the long time, what would happen? This iron oxide would be further reduced in the same process, and it would convert to Fe3 positive or Fe2O3, which is known to be I repeat again, पहला जो iron है that is reduced to make iron 2 positive due to oxygen and water in the atmosphere. Now this iron 2 positive is further oxidized with the help of oxygen, and it would convert to iron 3 positive, that is ferric oxide. This is known to be rust. Okay, this is how the corrosion takes place, or we can say this is how the rusting takes place in the metallic surface. Okay, now the point here is, bache, we have completed our whole scenario regarding the electrochemical series, right? Regarding that we have negative value of minus 0.44 volt, and for oxygen it is positive value 1.23 volt. The overall reaction is E naught is equals to 1.67 volt, which represents that this is positive, hence the reaction is taking place. We know that very well. Now we have done that how the corrosion is related to electrochemistry, because in the corrosion, in the rusting, my metal is behaving as reduction and oxidation. That one spot is behaving like anode and other spot is behaving like as cathode. But keep remembering in your mind, always the metal is getting oxidized. इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं कि वो धीरे धीरे कोरोड हो रहा है, वो धीरे धीरे डिप्लीट हो रहा है, डिसोसिएट हो रहा है. Okay, first iron is converted into iron 2 positive, then iron positive with again absorption of moisture and oxygen would convert to iron 3 positive. Okay, I hope I'm clear with the topic. So this is how the corrosion or the rust is. Now the point here is, bache, know well that corrosion is something very dangerous for us, because many of our buildings, they are getting damaged. So the next point is how to stop corrosion. Not only building, even bridges, they have been starting collapsed due to rusting, and we have been providing so much money as well as risk of the people, you know. So the point here is we should stop corrosion to prevent the corrosion. In 10th class, you have studied that there are so many methods to stop the corrosion. The first point is we protect them by paint. We just apply a layer of paint over the metallic surface so that it would protect, this paint layer would protect the iron from the rusting by absorption of water and oxygen from the atmosphere. Okay, this is the first way how to stop the corrosion. Another point we can say, we would put another metal which are more reactive than iron, more reactive than iron. So these metals would sacrifice them so that oxidation takes place over it. बात समझ में आ रही है? We are just polishing our metal surface with another metal which is more reactive, that it would absorb moisture and atmosphere, so that that particular metal would be get sacrificed to make oxidation. Okay, but study in your 10th class. This is known to be reactivity series. In 10th class, we have studied in chapter number 3, metals and non-metals, that according to some chemical reactions which are based on the reactivity, we can easily emphasize, or I would like to say, we can easily arrange our metal on the order of reactivity series. For example, magnesium, lithium, zinc, and iron. Now the point here is, I need that particular metal which is more reactive than iron. So from the reactivity series, we would see that the metals which are present above the iron, they are known to be more reactive. For example, magnesium, lithium, zinc. So if we place zinc metal as a layer on the surface of iron, zinc metal would get oxidized, it would release electron and might saved from the corrosion. Okay, so this is how we can protect our metal from the corrosion or from the rusting. Okay, now another point I would like to say, I have told you that there are some reactive metals which are used to protect our metallic surface, for example, zinc. This process is also known as galvanization. Am I clear or not? I will repeat again. The first point is, we need to prevent the corrosion, we need to stop the rusting. So for that, we have been taken place that we can protect that from iron, or we can place another metal which is more reactive than iron. We have been seen from the reactivity series like zinc or lithium or many more. So that process which is used for the protection of metal from the rusting, that is known to be galvanization. Or we can say those particular metals are known to be sacrificial metals. Am I clear or not? So this is how we can stop corrosion from rusting, or we can say these are some methods which can be applied for stop rusting or corrosion from the atmosphere. Okay, so this is all we have studied, bache. We have just completed our chapter number 3, in which we have studied beds, fuel cell, as well as corrosion. Okay, the chapter is very important and contains almost 4 to 6 marks, 5 to 6 marks of your board exam. And the more important topic about this is the Nernst equation and its application, electrochemical cell and its working, and at the last we have a few questions on the fuel cell and batteries like MCQs and. So this is how my complete topic is covered. One more point I would like to say, bache, in electrochemistry, we have most of the time numerical question. So please focus on the numerical question. And if there is any kind of doubt or query in today's topic, that is corrosion, or I would like to say in the fuel cell, then please let me know. We would share your queries and try to solve my best. Yes, anyone? If there is any kind of doubt or query, please let me know. Raise your hand. Yes, bache, please on your camera.
मैम अगर हम मेटल है, ये आयरन है, अगर हमने उसके ऊपर जिंक की लेयर लगाई है तो मैम वो भी तो करोड़ होगा. उसके
डेफिनेटली बच्चे, हमने यही तो बोला है that our zinc metal sacrifice itself, ताकि मेरी जो मेन मेटल है आयरन वो बच जाए, लेकिन मेरा जिंक तो ऑक्सीडाइज हो जाएगा, बट इट वुड टेक टाइम, क्योंकि जिंक जो है वो लेस मतलब वो रिएक्टिव है ज्यादा आयरन से, बट इट वुड टेक मच टाइम. So whenever zinc is completely corroded, we would place another layer of zinc. Okay, so this is a little bit expensive case we would like to say, but yes, this is a method to stop to prevent corrosion. Okay, जिंक मेटल ऑक्सीडाइज हो रही है बच्चे, उसको सेक्रीफाइस कर रही है, नो मैटर.
बट
ओके,
मैम
एनीवन एल्स?
लेयर लगाएंगे तो वो तो इससे भी हाईली रिएक्टिव है.
Yes, that's why just saying that there are some metals which are used for prevent the iron because they are more reactive, but these are super reactive, तो इतनी जल्दी react हो जाएंगी that we do not have time. That would be much expensive. We are placing again and again layer. That's why we are using zinc. Most important. Most of the time we use zinc metal. Okay.
ओके मैम.
All right. Anyone else? Any kind of doubt or query? Please let me know. But is everything clear about the fuel cell? Okay, one more point. In tomorrow's class, I would just take the doubt session of chapter number 3, and we will see some numerical question also on this chapter, and we will take it as output session. That means you have to come with the prepared chapter number 3. आपको इसको अच्छे से पढ़ना है. You have studied this as well. Just keep that in your mind. I will ask in the first 15 to 20 minutes, and then we would go through with some numericals also. Okay? Yes, anyone else?
Ma'am, please repeat porous electrodes.
Would you repeat the question again, बच्चे?
Ma'am, please repeat porous electrodes.
Porous electrodes. Okay. Okay, बच्चे. Have you remembered the osmosis in solution? याद है osmosis क्या process थी? No? Osmosis is something which, or I would like to say solvent, that is flowing through semi-permeable membrane. यानी हमारे पास कोई ऐसी membrane है जो अपने अंदर से solvent या solution को flow करना allow कर दे. Point. As it is, since it is semi-permeable membrane, my porous electrodes, those electrodes which has some kind of pores in it. In pores के through my oxygen and hydrogen gas are getting to the aqueous electrode. Am I clear or not? So this is how from the porous electrode there are pores present over here with which oxygen and hydrogen are allowed. Pore कोई chemical term नहीं है बच्चे. It's a very normal term. Just like in we have used semi-permeable membrane, which allows the solvent to move. Same as it is, porous electrode allow the oxygen or hydrogen to move through it. Okay, that's
okay,
it. इसमें ऐसा कुछ hard and fast नहीं है. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else regarding this topic? Any doubt or query? Yes, बच्चे. Please raise your hand if there is any kind of doubt or query. One point, please keep with the 3rd chapter ready. Okay. Please come along that you have studied most of the topics over here. We will just ask a normal first 10 to 15 minutes that what are electrochemistry or something. No doubt. Okay, good. And if there is any kind of doubt in chapter 3rd, then please let me know. We will take tomorrow as a doubt session, as well as we will see the back exercise also. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Anyone wants to show his or her notebook? Who has prepared the notes? Yes, बच्चे, anyone? Yeah, Kriti, Ritu has prepared the note. Sanjay, Srishti, Vidhi, Sumit, Pooja, Anshul, Komal.
No, ma'am.
कोई डाउट नहीं है बच्चे?